The pattern is named after a plant. A strangler fig seeds in the canopy of a host tree, sends roots down around the trunk, and grows. The tree keeps living the whole time. Eventually, the fig is a self-supporting structure, and the tree inside it rots away. And what is left is a fig in exactly the shape of the tree that used to be there. That is the architecture. You do not attack the mainframe. You grow around it until it is doing nothing. And the thing that replaced it has the shape of the business because it grew against the real system rather than a document describing it. The first thing you build is the one thing that has no business value at all, which is why it gets skipped and why skipping it kills the project. A facade in front of the legacy system. Every caller talks to the facade. Behind it, the facade forwards everything straight through to the mainframe, unchanged. On day one, this does nothing except add a network hop. And if you demo it, nobody will be impressed. But look at what you now own. A single place where you can decide, per request, who serves it. Without that seam, migrating a capability means changing 40 callers at once. With it, it means changing one routing rule. You are not buying functionality. You are buying the ability to change your mind. Now, how do you cut it? The instinct is to slice by technical layer. Take the database first or the UI first. That fails because a layer is not shippable. You cannot put half a database in production and learn anything. Slice by capability instead, meaning a whole vertical thing the business can name. Quote, a policy, check a balance, submit a claim. Each slice goes end to end, front to back, through the facade. And the test for a good slice is brutally simple. Can I ship this one on Tuesday, alone, and roll it back on Wednesday, without touching anything else? If the answer is no, it is not a slice. It is a phase of a big bang wearing a strangler's clothes. With the facade in place, migrating a capability becomes a routing decision, and that is worth pausing on because it changes the risk profile entirely. You route 1% of balance checks to the new service. You compare what it says against what the mainframe says. You go to 10, then 50, then 100. At any point, one config change puts everything back in seconds without a deploy. This is why the facade earns its keep. Rollback stops being a heroic operation with a runbook and becomes a value in a table. And notice that you are not testing whether your code works, which you already knew from your test suite. You are testing whether your understanding of the legacy behavior was right, which is the thing you actually did not know. Now the failure mode, which is not technical. The first slices go well, the team is happy, the demos are good, and 80% of the traffic moves in the first year. Then the remaining routes turn out to be the ones nobody understands, the ones with the strange regulatory exception, and the ones whose owner left. The interesting work is finished. Attention moves to whatever is new. And the mainframe stays on, serving 5% of traffic at 100% of its license cost forever. You now run two systems and you have paid for a migration you did not get. So budget the last 10%, explicitly, name someone who owns finishing. And if the organization will not commit to that, be honest that you are choosing to run two systems rather than one and say so out loud at the start. So we have a seam and a way to move capabilities through it, one at a time. But there is something waiting on the other side of that facade, and it will quietly infect everything you build. The legacy system's data model. Next episode, the anti-corruption layer, and why, without one, your new microservices just become the mainframe with JSON. See you there.